Brand new game and a brand new antagonist. This time we have Kronika, whose powers are to control time and bring back old warriors and change things, build things, constructs if you will. And she is pissed at Raiden for messing with her timeline, as things were supposed to go her way but didn't. But how did a character with such strong powers seemingly come out of nowhere, never being mentioned before at all? The only previous mention I could find of anything is a sculpture in one of the Mortal Kombat X stages that, now that we have more information and more screenshots of Kronika, don't really kind of look like her. So I have a theory on who this character actually is. My theory is that Kronika isn't actually Kronika. Kronika, God, that's just gonna lose all meaning to me. Kronika is actually Onaga, the Dragon King. And I can hear you saying, that's not possible, what the shit? Well, I'm going to explain it to you, okay? So just sit down and watch the damn video, okay? So I spent a good portion of yesterday watching a lot of these, quote, everything you missed in the MK11 story trailer, end quote, from all sorts of different creators. I can name them all, though it doesn't matter. They all missed one really important thing that I thought was a bit of a standout, and when I watched the story trailer, that was actually the first thing that I noticed. And that was this small little scene right here. Now, if you're newer to the franchise, or maybe you've just kind of been away for a while, maybe that doesn't mean much to you, but because I'm old as hell, and I started on this game that I'm about to mention, and have so many memories attached to it, it literally was the first thing that popped into my head when I see it. This reminds me a lot of this. Very interesting, eh? Same kind of camera angle. So what are they trying to say here? Could there be any correlation? Well, to start things off, I want to go with a quote that Kronika says in the MK11 story trailer. She assumingly says this to Liu Kang and Kitana. They're kind of shown at the same time in the trailer, but let's have a listen to the actual quote.
As my strength gathers, the new era draws ever closer.
So Kronika is a being who isn't at her full strength yet, and she recruits, seemingly, from this point, all we know, Kitana and Liu Kang to kind of help her get back to strength so that she can fulfill whatever she wants to fulfill, whatever benefits her. This sounds oddly like the character from Conquest, Damashi, who tricks Shujinkydink into helping him collect the 7 Kamidogu, so he can get to full strength and save the realms, or whatever it was back then. Very similar story arcs, if that tends to be the case here. Again, we're going off very limited information, so I'm just kind of going with what we're given. So we have the similar background and intentions of Damashi and Kronika that seem to align. We also have the seemingly shout out to Conquest mode in the story trailer. Is that enough to convince you that Kronika is actually Onaga, the Dragon King? Maybe. Maybe not. I do have 2 more points I'd like to bring up in that regard. In the story trailer, Kronika can be seen asking Shao Kahn to defend the realms, or defend what she's creating, and Shao Kahn agrees to it. But why does Kronika specifically ask Outworld? Why doesn't she go to Earthrealm first? Why did she choose Outworld? I mean, it's very possible that she went to Earthrealm and was like, hey, you guys can help me with this, and they're like, no, fuck you, and she's like, okay, well, whatever, Outworld will still play with me. So, I mean, we don't know that far yet. So, getting back to my theory, assuming that this is Onaga the Dragon King, he wants to get closer to Outworld to see what has been going on since he left. So choosing them to do his bidding for him here really benefits him. He can kind of see what's going on, who's in charge, the powers, and whatnot. And then when he's back to full health and good to go, he knows exactly how to take out Outworld and get the throne back for himself, which is what his goal usually is in these types of games. And my final point is that Kronika has been highly rumored not to be a playable character in this game. And that is because by the time you're actually able to fight her in the story mode, it's not actually her. She transforms into the Dragon King and attempts to finish whatever her plan was to begin with. And that's basically it, guys. Kronika isn't who she says she is. That's my theory. This is my favorite part about pre-release, is all the speculation and theories and coming up with these things. Of course, this isn't anything that I know to be true or that I'm saying for gospel absolutely is true. It's just a fun theory I had based on some things that I've noticed in the story trailer and I thought that I would share with you. But as always, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like because it really helps me out, and subscribe because we make new videos every single day. Hashtag Bonehawks, all that stuff, and we'll see all you guys in the next video.